Hey everybody, Tyler Florence here. Welcome to the wolfitdown Test Kitchen. We've got an amazing menu for you tonight. We are going to make pork schnitzel from scratch with roasted Brussels sprouts and apples, and then an amazing fresh salad of arugula, pistachios, figs, and a fantastic French mustard vinaigrette. Check it out on wolfitdown ITK. So first things first, we're going to start off with the vinaigrette. So the vinaigrette's the first thing we're gonna make. We're just gonna make it and get it out of the way. So we're gonna start with our shallot. We're gonna cut it in half and then flip it over flat so it's not gonna roll around. We're gonna do what they call like a plank stick and a cube cut. That's gonna give us a nice dice. Planks, boom. I got about 4 cuts in here. Sticks. And then cubes. And then I'm just gonna take the knife and just kind of run through it one more time. So now we're gonna take the shallots, we're gonna dump the shallots into a bowl. All right, we got a half a cup of champagne vinegar. We have 2 tablespoons of smooth Dijon mustard. A tablespoon of honey we're gonna add to this too. So we're gonna slowly drizzle in the olive oil. You wanna pour the olive oil in slowly. You could take spinach out of the box. I ain't gonna be mad at you, right? But make a homemade vinaigrette. You're gonna be a superhero in the kitchen, man. So we got fresh thyme, we're gonna sprinkle in here too, right? And then we're just gonna season it with salt and pepper. See how well emulsified this is? It's not separated. All right, so the next bit of this, guys, now we have the salad dressing out of the way. We're gonna make a side dish for our pork schnitzel. And these are Brussels sprouts, right? That we're just gonna pop in half. Don't cut yourself. So we're gonna finely julienne the onions. And then we're gonna take our apple. All right, and we're gonna take the apple and we're gonna cut these into cheeks. Right? You can get like 3.5 little cheeks out of this guy. And then we're gonna take our apples and we're gonna cut them into like little slivers here. We got Brussels sprouts, we've got onions, we got apples. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're gonna pop this onto the sheet pan here. We're gonna hit this with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper. Into the oven, 400 degrees, right? This is gonna be for 25 minutes or so, okay? On my little tabletop burner here, right, we're gonna take our pot. We're gonna turn it up to like medium high. This is a big dump and stir sauce, by the way, right? So we're gonna dump everything into the pot and just let it boil down. Piece of cake, super easy, right? Okay, we got a cup and a half of chicken stock that's gonna go in, boom. Half a cup of apple cider. If you got apple juice, cool. Would orange juice work here? Not really? Orange juice would be good too, man. I like that. Apple juice is apple cider. If you got apple juice, anything like that would be great, okay? So we got chicken stock, we got apple cider vinegar, okay? And that's gonna give it like a really fresh, bright flavor to it. Then we're gonna add what looks like 2 tablespoons, right, of just whole grain mustard. I've got heavy cream here, which is a 1/4 cup. Yeah. Boom, look at that. 1/4 cup of heavy cream, all right? I'm just gonna take the whisk, and I'm just gonna whisk this together. Now this is the base for the sauce. I'm moving this to the back burner, and then we're gonna get into our breading station, okay? We're gonna take our pork, right, and we've got 4 really, really nice inch thick cut boneless pork chops. We're just gonna take plastic wrap. We're just gonna oil the sheet of plastic just so once we start to pound our pork cutlets, they actually spread versus starting to tear the plastic. So stick to the plastic if you don't. So we're gonna take our pork, right? 1, 2, 3, and give them a little space in between. They're gonna take the second piece of plastic, pop it right on top, okay? And then we're gonna take our mallet here, thank you, brother. Nice big wide cutlet, okay? About the size of your hand. And leave the fat on, it's gonna be delicious, all right? All right, cool, now the breading station. Thanks, man. All right, so it's gonna be dry, wet, dry. Flour seasoned. Okay, we got breadcrumb seasoned, just salt and pepper. Now what I wanna do here is I wanna try to keep one hand as clean as possible, okay? Pork into the flour. And then that's gonna go into the eggs. And then last but not least, we're gonna go into the panko, okay? You really wanna press the panko in, okay? Really take your hands and just kind of give it a nice big press. See how evenly coated this is? Can you see this? And again, guys, you can substitute this with chicken. You can substitute this with beef. You could almost like, if you're really delicate with cutting it, you can almost substitute it with fish. Cooking really becomes fun when you're just constantly riffing on stuff, right? Like you open up the refrigerator and the refrigerator tells you what's for dinner, just because you can take a little bit of this, and a little bit of that and whip it up and make something great.
Use the techniques you've learned, yeah.
Yeah, totally, because like my wife will come back and say, there's nothing in the fridge for dinner, right? And I'm like, oh yeah? And then like I come back a half an hour later.
Hold my beer.
I'm like, oh yeah, hold my beer. Hold my beer. And I come back a half an hour later with a masterpiece and she goes, how'd you do that? I'm like, well, you know, yeah, I use the force, right? Let's cook some cutlets. Extra virgin olive oil. So we got a little shimmer coming off the top of this. I think we're in a really good place. You want to drop it away from you, never towards you. So this is going to be about 2.5 minutes on either side. And the last thing you want to do is overcook this, okay? So I think these are good to go. Golden brown, really, really crunchy and crispy on the outside. So we're going to take a little lemon juice on top of this. These are dried Turkish figs. All right, nice little pretty color on the inside. So we got our arugula, really beautiful arugula. All right, we're gonna throw our figs in. We're gonna fold the pistachios in. Our vinaigrette that we made earlier, our French vinaigrette, okay? I'm gonna take our tongs here, just give everything a nice little toss. I'm just gonna go with my hands here, okay? Goat cheese gonna go on. Finish that with lots of just crunchy pistachios. Arugula salad with dried figs, pistachios, goat cheese, and a homemade French vinaigrette. You guys ready to play up the second one? We're gonna take our sauce here, right? We'll take our schnitzel, bang, round top. All right, then we're gonna take our veggies, Brussels sprouts, onions, apple. We'll pop these just right in the middle, right? Pork schnitzel, roasted apples, Brussels sprouts, and a creamy Dijon sauce. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? Isn't that pretty? Look at that, come on. Thank you very much. We love you from here in Northern California. Stay safe, stay home. This won't last forever, and we'll get back to normal as fast as we can.